What a beautiful day to crochet. For my hoods, I just kind of made up my own pattern as I went. Very simple, broken down. But we're gonna start with the base and just get right into it, I think. Ain't nothing left but to do it. I like this chunky yarn, but that type is up to you. Just make sure you're using the right hook. For me, that is an 8mm. I was always really confused in the beginning, so I'm gonna try and show the way that I get it onto my hook. So one over, and then this one goes behind, through, grab, and then pull. She's on there and ready to go. We're gonna start with a base chain layer, this length that goes across here, and make sure it kind of hits your shoulders, maybe a little bit lower. Just like that. That is the base of the hood. For me, that was about 80 chains. And now we are simply going to half double crochet all the way back here. And we're actually just gonna continue to do that until it reaches the back of your head. The amount of rows you have is really gonna depend on the size of your head and how much overhang you want. As you can see, I keep mine pretty short, but on the side, I am fully covered. So it depends how far you want this to come out. So for a half double crochet, got the loop, yarn over into the next stitch, which is this one, pull through, yarn over again, and you're going to pull that yarn through that chain that you just went through. So now you're left with 3. You're then going to yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And slowly you will start to create this all the way for a long time. So let's get going. And here, as we're coming to the end of our row, we're gonna complete our last half double crochet into that last chain. Chain 1, flip it around, and get going all the way back, 8 to 10 times, okay? You can always check out your progress by slipping it on your noggin. As you can see, we have a lot more work to do. This is what we are looking like. I ended up doing 14 rows, more than I said and more than I thought. So the next step, now that we have this, you're going to put it in half. This is also the part in the project where you'll be deciding which is the outside and which is the inside. Decide which one's gonna be showing. That's where we're gonna be creating the slip stitch, is on the inside. Now there are 2 different ways to complete this hood. The first way is simply just slip stitching up this entire thing. So then your hood would look like this, and it leaves kind of a point, which I personally am just not a huge fan of. So what I'm going to do is slip stitch up till about here, and then I will show you what we do from there. A little up close, we've got my 2 sides here. My last double crochet, put it through that last chain on the other side, chain over, pull through both of them. That starts the slip stitch. And now, one more time, your first side through the first chain, follow into the same chain on the other side, pull through, and then pull through that last chain. Go all the way up. Now that we have completed my slip stitch and I've left this big of a gap, after your last slip stitch, you're going to take this string, and I'm just gonna tie this part off. So now we're looking like this. Since again, the slip stitch was made on the inside, we're going to flip this around just like so. I put it over my knee is the easiest. You're gonna bend that top piece to match that, and then you're going to tuck those corners in like so. So it looks something like that. And now going in with a slightly smaller needle. I made this with an 8mm, so for this part, I'm just gonna use a 6. Again, really up to you. And I'm gonna take my slip stitch from here, and we're just gonna start weaving it in and out. So first I work from the back. It's hard to keep the shape at first, and I just bring my needle out here, grab the string, and pull it in. Once you're happy with how that looks, I kind of went back and forth twice just to really get that in there. Then once it's in the inside, you're just gonna take this part and tie it off. Don't need all this extra. And just like that, our hood part is done. Let's try her out. Oh, she's perfect, but she's too plain. She needs the details. Now we're gonna start by attaching the color that we are using for the trim to our hood. There's a lot of ways to do that. I personally just take it through a chain and tie it onto the bottom here. Now to get it so you can start working, you're gonna go back through that chain. You're just gonna pull the purple through. So you have a loop, and now you can start. You're just going to create a chain as long as you would like. So there is my chains. I ended up doing 40. Now you're going to add an extra chain and we're going to work half double crochets back, skipping that first chain that our string is through. We're gonna wrap it around into the next one, pull it through. So you're left with 3, one more string, and pull all of them through. Simple as that. And we're gonna work these half double crochets all the way back until we get here. And honestly, this part, it's just to make the string a little bit thicker. If you like the thin look, you don't have to do this. You can also do a double crochet if you want it to be thicker. Really up to you. Once we've completed that final one, so what we're gonna do is first create a slip stitch back through where we started to get us working into that white, just like that. And now you are gonna create one more single crochet into that same first stitch that we just worked into. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over all 3. Skip one, go into the next one with 5 double crochets. So skip 1 chain, into the next chain, double crochet, round over, through, round over 3, pull through 2, pull through 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 double crochets are now into that next chain. How we're looking. Now we are going to skip the next chain, one after that with a single crochet. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over all 3. And that is how I'm creating my scalloped edge. And we're just gonna work this all the way up here around to the other side. And we'll meet back when we're down at the bottom of the other side. Nicely done. We have the scalloped edge and we are down on the other side. And as you can probably guess, all we are going to do is exactly what we did first. You're going to work the same amount of chains. For me, that will be 40 down, all the way back with a single crochet. Let's finish this baby off and show off that final product. Once you complete your stitches all the way back up, as you can see, you're gonna wanna connect that string better and you're just gonna slip stitch. I think I'm gonna go back in where I started, pull it through. That is attached. And to finish this off, all I do is chain 1 extra, cut off the string, and pull that last through, tie it off. I'm just gonna sew in the ends off camera, and then we are ready to try this baby on. I'm so excited. Moment of truth. Let's try on our creation. So this is what mine is looking like, all finished. I love it so much. I feel like Little Red Riding Hood. Up close, as you can see, the scalloped edge. You can really manipulate this to be the size that you want, the length that you make this, and the strings, really up to you. As you can see, making the hood this way creates more of a flat dome instead of a point. Again, preference, it's just what I prefer. That is how I create my hoods. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was my first filmed crochet video, and it was so much fun. Stay tuned for my next one, as I'll be showing you how to add on cute animal ears, including these bears, cats, and bunny. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below anything that you would like to see, any more add-ons. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment down below anything else that you would like to see. Subscribe to stay tuned for more, and as always, peace!